Alright, so if you're just getting into Marvel's Midnight Suns and you don't want to do any of the Abbey stuff, which a lot of people don't, I'm just gonna talk about if you have to or what you'll be missing out on if you don't do it. The quick answer is you certainly don't have to do just about any of the Abbey stuff. Some things will be required to progress, but very minimal work will have to happen. But there are some things that you will likely want to unlock before you completely give up on it. I'm going to assume you don't care about any of the mysteries or dialogue that you'll run into running around the Abbey as unlocking things. But the stuff you'll miss out on by not doing it does have a little impact on the actual gameplay. So for one, when you're wandering around, you will find what are called havens, which you can invite the heroes to go do, and then that'll give you a huge friendship bonus with them. Basically, a whole level will be had just from doing that, which really speeds up the friendship progress, which if you don't know, their passive ability and then their ultimate, their Midnight Suns ability are both tied to the first 5 levels of ranking up with friendship with the hunter. And so if you don't do any of it, you'll actually level them very slowly. Some of the heroes will take just a long time to level unless you're bringing the hunter for every mission, which if you're like me, you probably don't really care about hunter at all, and so you're not taking them on any of the solo missions.
Was this bowl always here?
And so the leveling will be very slow.
Well, this looks like it belongs
unlocking
here.
the havens is pretty important, which you will have to do some of the mysteries. And then there's some characters, and if you're not going to do any of the havens or mysteries, I would recommend using some of the characters, using them on certain characters and not others. For instance, if you always go for the character you just like most, but some of them are much stronger when they're unlock their final card. For instance, Magic is much stronger once you have their Midnight Sun card. Dark Clyde is a super strong, I think the strongest of the Midnight Sun cards. It effectively, you use it to end your turn, and you effectively get a free turn out of it. And if you've been able to give her counter or anything, you might be able to clear or come close to clearing an entire wave just by playing this card at the end of a turn. Plus, it's a really good way to get out. Getting invincible and having everyone target you is just very strong. So, and then there's other characters I don't know, I don't even think I run Spider-Man's in his deck ever. Yeah, I don't have it currently in here. Infernal Spider, it gives you a bunch of free plays for Spider-Man, but I find that I play Spider-Man probably more than any of the other characters, and I basically am never running out of card plays as Spider-Man. I'm more likely to run out of cards in my hand first. He is a excellent damage dealing character, but you are often clearing the wave and still having cards left over. Other things, you won't find as many reagents for crafting. I would say that crafting is not actually necessary for playing the game. I have played on all the difficulties. I beat the game on the hardest. I mostly play on the highest heroic difficulty, though. I find the extra waves of reinforcements not to be that interesting, though I do like the having no revive at the hardest difficulty. I find that interesting. It makes Wolverine more valuable in my opinion. But that's something to keep in mind because it definitely adds some to the game, and the game is intended to be played with these consumables in mind. Like
I'm trying to take things slow.
it's like Doctor Strange can have entire decks built around just like rebuilding your combat items and getting those plays off because they can be very powerful, of course. They're consumables, so they're meant to be strong. But yeah, other things. I mean, you'll miss out on all the customizations, which there honestly isn't that much like good combat outfits for people other than the hunter. I mean, I've done quite a bit of the Abbey, and it's like Spider-Man doesn't really get all that cool stuff despite, you know, having a million cool costumes. Yes, that's actually pretty nice, but I generally am just rocking like versions of their comic book outfits because I find it better than any of the
How's it going?
cosmetics they've put in the game. Apart from that, what will we really miss out on in the Abbey? Not really much else. I mean, you need to upgrade the Abbey some, like having combat therapy and stuff, but that you'll just get by doing the daily trainings and ability mods and stuff.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
I'd say definitely skippable. At least give it a try if you like puzzle solvers or you just like the mystery of it all. It's not bad. There's a lot to do. It feels a lot like the Crypt if you ever played Mortal Kombat. You're running around, there's always some sort of mystery to be solved. Yeah. Anyways, excited for Deathstroke, and I hope that you enjoy the game.